Welcome to the Binge Club, where we prep you, the audience, on everything you need to know before you decide to head out to the theaters. I'm your host, Landon Johnson, and I'm here today with my experts, Cindy and Jermaine, where we're talking about everything the Marvels, the latest installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Cindy, first, tell me a little bit about the Marvels.
So this is a sequel, obviously. It's technically Captain Marvel 2, but in this movie, she's joined by two new heroes. She's joined by Kamala Khan, who's Ms. Marvel, and we don't know the superhero name of Monica Rambeau yet, but she will also be in the film, and they're bringing certain corners of the Marvel universe together.
So it's basically Captain Marvel 2, but also Miss Marvel 2, and also WandaVision 2.5, because WandaVision 2 is also kind of Doctor Strange. So it's really like the first movie that really is bringing together multiple pieces of the DC, not the DC, oh my God, if I said DC, I meant the TV, the Marvel TV universe onto the big screen.
Yeah, we're bringing characters who first made their appearance in TV into the cinematic universe.
Now, Jermaine, did you like Captain Marvel? Where does it rank in your all-time MCU ranking?
So I think it's awesome. I think it's actually really underrated. People forget that there's only 10 movies, Marvel movies, that have made $1 billion. And of those, only 2 are the first movie from a character, and one was Black Panther. The other one is Captain Marvel. So it was like a huge hit that people don't give it the credit for. And I think it is definitely worth rewatching before you see this one, because you forgot how much awesome stuff happens in this movie.
So one of the better ones.
It is definitely in the top. Yes. What about you?
I loved it. I loved it. I felt a very personal connection to this film. This is the first, Marvel movie that had female superhero at the center of it, and a lot of the themes of empowerment and her escaping that repression that she felt, and it is very personal to me. So I really liked it, and I thought Brie Larson was great in the role.
Okay, before we get too excited about the Marvels, what homework do we need to do? What do we need to rewatch?
I take issue with that term homework, because I feel like if it feels like homework to you, then maybe you're not a Marvel fan, right? Because if you don't enjoy watching these movies over and over again, maybe find something else to watch.
And that's okay. And that's
okay. Fine. That's fine. So,
but we just said, obviously, you should definitely watch Captain Marvel. I mean, this is Captain Marvel 2. It's the first time we're really getting Brie Larson back. She's appeared a couple times. Yeah. So I don't think, and you should probably watch Avengers Endgame would probably be helpful. Mm-hmm. It's her second appearance. She appears briefly in Shang-Chi at the end.
In the mid-credit scene.
Scene. Mm-hmm. But that's just 1/3.
Then we have these two characters from these Marvel TV shows. And I would suggest to people, if you don't want to watch all of WandaVision, which you should because it's amazing, the Monica episodes that you want to watch are 4, which kind of shows her coming back from the blip, because she's one of half of the population who got blipped, and her mother died in between. Her mother, who we met in
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. We should definitely watch 4, and then episode 7 is where she gets her powers. She is the only person to go through Wanda's hex 3 times, and on the 3rd time, she gets these powers. She can see the magnetic spectrum, and so that's important to know her backstory. And then also, there's a tag at the end of the series where she has a little scene with the Skrull, who's telling her that she needs to go up to space and meet with Nick Fury.
Which seems like a direct thing. And then Miss Marvel.
And then for Ms. Marvel, the whole series is really worth watching, because Iman Vellani is just fantastic. She is the character of Ms. Marvel. She's just this huge fan, and she's a Carol Danvers fan, which is what I'm really excited about, seeing her get to fangirl over her in person. And there's a very important end credit scene of that show too, where Carol Danvers shows up in her bedroom, and that leads directly into this movie.
So I think what's going to be very interesting to see in this movie is if it gives the audience who maybe isn't familiar with Kamala Khan or Monica Rambeau an in of here's who she is, here's who she is, and I think that's going to be a big thing.
Priority 1, Captain Marvel.
Yes, absolutely.
Non-negotiable.
I would say after that, we're saying WandaVision.
Ms. Marvel. Oh, sorry. WandaVision.
Episodes 4 and 7, right? After that, Miss Marvel.
I would say the premiere and the finale, which is episodes 1 and episode 6.
Avengers Endgame, the very, very end, where
From
Carol
when
comes back.
Carol shows up
Yep.
to the end.
Epic battle sequence.
Yeah, maybe the tag scene of Shang-Chi because Carol shows up there, and that knowledge is something she has here.
Mhm.
And oddly, probably not Secret Invasion.
Yeah, that's one thing I would say not to waste your time with.
Basic question. Do we think it's going to be any good?
I love these characters, and I like a lot of the creatives they have involved, and so, I'm doing it again. I feel optimistic.
I'm holding out hope as well. As Cindy said, I'm a Marvel optimist always. I really always want them to be great. I love Captain Marvel, like I just said, and I love Miss Marvel and WandaVision. So I really want this to bring it all together. I think there's a lot of potential, but like from a very inside baseball thing, I'm a little worried. If we're gonna go, if you want to really dig deep here, Disney's press junket for the movie is not showing the full film. They're just showing footage. That's a little scary. And the social media embargo and the review embargo are very
48
close.
hours.
Yeah, the review embargo is not yet. It's probably even less to like the Thursday screenings. It's like on November 8th, which maybe is already passed. Who knows at this point? But that's scary. A lot of the bigger Marvel movies, when you do that, you get it 2 weeks out because they want that buzz to build. You're not getting full reviews of this until the hours before premiere. So that has me very scared. I'm hoping that they just don't know what they have in their hands.
It is possible that they're just gun shy.
So follow-up question. What would you like to see happen in this movie that could alleviate the Marvel fatigue or really elevate the brand and save the brand?
I don't know if anything I don't think the brand needs saving necessarily, but what I'm hoping to see in this movie is Captain Marvel, like as we said, had her solo movie, popped up really briefly here and there, but her solo movie took place in the 90s. So there's like a 30-year gap where we don't know what she was doing. We know she's been out in space saving this, but she definitely developed some kind of reputation, right? So I'm hoping the movie kind of leans into like answering the questions of what has Carol Danvers been doing all this time? What has been more important out there in the galaxy that she couldn't help, Thanos until the very, very last minute?
The team up aspect of it is the thing that I'm really interested in, and I'm really excited to see the three of them come together as a team. So plot stuff, all of that is kind of aside for me. What I really like is seeing like three characters who are really interesting, having these like relationships and complexities, and that's what really gets me interested. And I think that's what kind of fueled the original Marvel shows and movies in the first place, is having these interesting characters, funny, quippy, like in fun situations, and I just want it to be fun again.
Well, thank you so much, Cindy and Jermaine. I certainly have learned a lot. I know our audience has learned a lot. Thank you so much for joining us for the Binge Club. We'll be back next week to talk about The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I forgot the name of it.